Teresita Blanco, the Artsy sister, and today we're reading Saturnastra, Chicot. This is chapter 7, Scar Tissue. What sort of employment do you have in mind? Nothing sordid, I can assure you. I need a scribe, someone who knows the language of the kingdom, and it will help grant some legitimacy to the work that we do, explained Chicot. If you want a scribe, there are plenty of other people more suitable to the task, I said, sitting down beside him. You are the one I want, Jozef, said Chicot, putting his only hand on my shoulder. This motion alone was enough to compel me to do his bidding. Against my mother's wishes, I took Chicot's offer. Ever since she had lost her job, she had allowed me to do whatever I pleased. Chicot relegated to my mother the role of housekeeper. It was a role she was already used to. After those months, she was almost back to her normal self. She meekly accepted her new situation and even called Chicot Lord Jean-Antoine. After many conversations between Chicot and Alvis and the other children, I was able to piece together their story up to this point. Like Gita had said before, Chicot and his friends wandered the outskirts of the forest for some time. Those that knew how to hunt illegally captured the deer belonging to the Unheim clan. They eventually made their way to a hut in the middle of the forest. The hut was inhabited by a witch who healed their wounds. Since their livelihood depended on secrecy, she sent them on their way after 3 days. From there, they took a boat to Escara Bay. While working on the funds, Gita's mother, Adonna, and her daughters came to see them with whatever supplies they could take from Sufton. And while working in the field, Chicot was struck with an inspiration. Together they went into the forest to collect dead leaves. They also collected bone meal, cow dung, and bad guano. They sold it to the local farmer as a super miracle fertilizer, which could triple the crop growth. The fertilizer also came with brand new plow tools made by the master craftsman Alvis. Even if it was disgraced, the name Alvis still carried some weight. Also, news tended to travel quite slowly between the independent merchant towns. The scraps of metal were taken from the nearby graveyards.
Like the necromancy.
Like that didn't bring the bad luck before. The new fertilizers and new tools were given for free in exchange for 10% of the true output. At the time, it was common for farmers to lie about their crop yield. Farming was a bit of a hit-and-miss business, so lying was a means of stocking up for the bad times. The berserker lords knew this, so farming was treated with kid gloves. The feudal laws, however, were not so lenient. It was not too uncommon for them to trash a poor farmer's hut in search of